Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. If you are new here, my name is Pedro and in today's video I bring you another build for my challenge of building Mt.Komorebi. And in today's video we are using Snowy Escape, based game, and we are using Eco Lifestyle because we are doing a community lot. And if you have this expansion, you know already this community lots, it comes with 4 lots. So it came with a community space, it came with a community garden, a marketplace, and a maker space. In today's video, I bring you 2 of that buildings because it's 4 buildings in one and it's quite extensive to put just in one video. So I decided to make it 2 parts of this, and this is the part 1. In today's video, I bring you the community garden and the marketplace because it was the first building I have done. And in my idea behind this community spaces, they are all based in something. So they all have the same type of building. This is just my idea. Of course, you can have different buildings for different types of lot, but I think it makes sense like you have an original building, and then from there, it's like the community upgrade that building for their necessities. And if you have this pack, you know you need to vote, so you can vote to select one of these communities spaces. So the first one I have done, and I always do one of them first before I do the actually community space, like the general building. You go there and vote and then transform in one of these ones, because after my idea of having one building and transforming in all of these 4 lots, it's much more easier to make one of them first. So in this case, I start with the community garden, and that's what we are seeing already in the video. Of course, I'm playing a lot with platforms. The idea behind this building was like kind of a temple or something who was already in the community but was a little bit run down, and then by the voting system they upgrade to one of these buildings, and these buildings have everything dedicated to them, like the community garden have the vertical gardens and have the planter boxes. They have plenty of things to do in these spaces. The marketplace, it have the tables for you to sell the items you produce yourself, or the ones you find in the world, so you can sell them in the tables. Or the makerspace, it gives you the new way, coming with this pack of making, like you can make your own furniture if you have enough bits and bobs to make that kind of things. So with the community garden, I decided to make a very, very low tone. It's like shaped like a kind of a temple. It have, of course, the dumpsters. It comes with this pack too, so it's always useful to have dumpsters in this kind of lot, and I think is the purpose of having this kind of lot. It will have 2 floors. The 3rd floor we are seeing here, it will be open just to give a more height to the building, to don't be so small. I was trying to make this Japanese traditional roofs, kind of. And this is located in the most traditional neighborhood in Mt.Komorebi, and that's why I decided to place this here with this aesthetic. And the place I'm locating this is where was the park before. We are with very light tones. This was a very good experience. I'm very happy with the end result. With all of these buildings, of course I have my favorite one, but I think all of them, they are very cohesive between them, and I'm really, really happy. And this was a good experience. It's been very difficult for me to to make this challenge, and like I did before, using just some packs, but to mix and match that packs with this kind of building, because it's a very, very strong characteristic kind of building. And Mt.Komorebi and the Snowy Escape pack, it came with a very characteristic Japanese style. It's easy to adapt to another styles, but I think well, at least for me, it's been much more difficult to adapt another styles to this Japanese style. So it was a very, very good experience, including eco lifestyle here, with this neutral tones for the community garden. We have a lot of items here. We have the recycle machine, we have the dumpsters, we have the vertical gardens, we have the insects like we are seeing right now. We have chairs, tables, and we have some lounge. We have computers. If you need to use something, you don't need to return home. So it's always good to have a computer around. And I decided always to put in the community spaces computers so you can use it. Have a toilet, you have a shower, because it's always useful to have showers too because of the dumpsters. So if you have this expansion and you played already, when you go to dumpster dive, the sims get dirty very, very quick. So it was very good to have a shower in this lot. You have plenty of decoration. The space and the lot is not too big. It's something I like too. You have the aeolic vents and you have the solar panels, of course, to be ecological, and this is the objective of these buildings. You have a good thing. So these buildings make work all the food street stalls. So in this case, I'm using the eco lifestyle one, but in another one I will be using the snowy escape ones. And this was very good to mix all the items coming from one side to another and trying to see what it fits here. I love these chairs. I think it fits perfectly because the Japanese style is very minimalistic and very simple, what is a very good thing. But when you have so many items and you decided to make a building like this, I think the minimalistic part, I throw it by the window. It's very, very cluttered, but this kind of lots are always very, very packed. I don't know if it's just in my game or you see that too when you're playing, but community lots for me is being very, very packed with sims, what is a good thing, but in small community spaces, sometimes it's very crowded. And when I was playtesting this lot, for example, I was automatically changing the lot type because I was playtesting all the lots and I was not using the vote, so I was cheating to change the lot. And I arrived to a point where I have like 6 or 7 sims, and when I changed to a new lot, all of them gather inside of the toilet. And 6 sims inside of the toilet is very, very crowded for the game, and none of them could move. They were all stuck until the first one decided to move out, and it's quite complicated, and I don't get it yet how actually that work. I was trying to bring all of that minimalistic, simplistic vibe to this lot, so I'm using very light wood tones. I'm using very pastel colors like this green, and I was using the green because I think it matched very, very well community garden greenery, and that's what I was looking for. I was trying to include this wall decorations here, but at the end I will remove them. I will not be using, at least in the community garden, I will be using in another building. And I need to tell you, this is one of my favorite expansion packs. Eco Lifestyle is really, really beautiful, is right up my alley. It's very simple tones. I love the build by mode, all the decorations, wallpapers, and I really like the pure stones and the wood floors. I think was really well done. Was involved of a lot of controversial, but I really enjoy it. If you missed some things because of the size of this video, I needed to cut down some things. It's not a problem because I will do a tour at the end. So right now, what is happening is I'm deleting everything. So I change to the marketplace lot, and I'm using the base of the lot, but I'm giving a revamp to the look of the lot. So we are darkening it up. We are using dark wood tones. We're gonna use the contrast of dark wood tones and yellows. I'm really happy with this one particularly because it's really beautiful. I like the yellow and the brown contrasting very well. And as you can see, I'm not going to change the fountains in the front and all the foliage and decoration outside. So this part of the video is shorter because it doesn't have all of that, and in the next video it will be even shorter because the community garden is done, and that's what I use to make all the other lots type. So the makerspace and the community space, the generalized one. And as you can see, I'm switching around here. So I didn't want it to be exactly the same display of the items. We have more or less the same ones. As you can see, I'm using the selling tables. That was the selling point of this space. We will have on this space specifically, the candle maker and the fizzy drink maker. So we have both of them. So if you want to have any of these items, it's this slot you need to have in your game. And I made this on purpose because I wanted to give meaning to the lots. Of course, you can have everything in one type of lot. You vote once and that's it, and you never change, and you just have one and that's it. Of course, it's easier to do that way, but I wanted to give meaning to the different types of lot in this challenge. So we have specific things characteristic from this type of lot. So we don't have planters on this one, so we have the community garden. This one, because it's a marketplace, I think was very suitable to have a candle making and to have the fizzy drinks, because it's something you will do when you want to sell in these tables. And in the next one, we will have the design machine for the makerspace, where you can make the sofas, and you make a lot of these items I'm using here. I took them from Debug because they are hidden behind Debug. And one of the things it looks like in the eco lifestyle is when you see the pack and you go to the buying on the store and you see the items, they don't look much. You think like, this is a ripoff, but a lot of these items, they are behind of debug, or you need to unlock through your gameplay. So it's a lot of items, different colors, that shaders, I put it in yellow, is from that, and you will find a lot of items. I was putting sittings outside. Of course, it is keep the solar panels at the aeolic vents because, of course, is a ecological building. But soon we are jumping in the tour of these two buildings for today. And in the second part, we will have once again the maker space, and we will have the community space, the generic one. We are just finalizing this building. As you can see, on the second floor is where is the fizzy drink machine. On the first floor is the selling tables and the candle makers. On the second floor, we will have a desk too, to have a computer. I will fit it up there somewhere. And I really like. It looks a little bit busy when you are seeing from the outside, from just the front of the building. It actually looks really visually busy and not so minimalist. But because the building is quite of open space, it gives that illusion of being very, very cluttered and very, very busy. So now we are just putting some details. I barely touch on this footage, so it's almost raw footage. I just speed it up because it was actually very, very simple. So without further ado, let's jump into the tour. And here we are in the final building for our community garden. I really, really like the wood natural tones. I love the arches and the contrast with the black roof. I think I did a really, really good job. I really like this building, and I hope you did it too. So without further ado, let's jump into the tour. So here on the side of the building, we have some lounge chairs, we have some dumpsters and recycle machines. I put in all of the building's recycle machines because I think it's useful. I love the fountains in the front, but we will go there in a second. Here in the back of the building, we have the insects and we have some vertical planters. And on this side, we have the food stall. We have plenty of things to do here on this building. So without further ado, let's jump inside. So if we go inside of this building, when you go inside, it's a very simple building. You have like a loungy area, have a computer on both sides, TV, so you can relax after your farming. If we go through this door, we have the bathrooms, here is the toilet, and here is the shower. And if we go through the back doors, we have the automatically watered planters, and here on the sides we have more planters and more activities for the Sims to do. Here we have easels, so a lot of things to discover in these buildings. If we go up the stairs, is a very simple place. It's just a lounge area. I have some candles, books for you to read if you want. It's open on the top to have some brightness and nice light coming in. And if you decide to go outside, it's just for the view because it doesn't have nothing in these corridors. So without further ado, let's jump into the marketplace. And here we have the marketplace. As you can see, I use the same building, but to have a different aesthetic. And I keep the front, so we still have the fountains in the front. But if we go to the side, we have an outside lounge area. We have some bicycle stands. We have the dumpsters in the back instead of being on the side. Here we have the food stalls. We changed the tone so it's brown and yellow. We have one selling table outside to have more visibility. And if we dive inside of the building, we have a lot of selling tables. It's a much more open space. I really enjoy it like that. We have a lot of sitting area and it's just selling tables all around. Here is more candle making. We still have the recycle bins. We have the food machines here. And then we have some lounge seating here in the back so you can enjoy your food. If we go through the toilet, it's exactly the same. So here we have the bathroom, here is the toilet, here is the shower. And if we go up through the stairs, on this one, we have the recycle machines and we have the fizzing drink machine. We have a computer and we have a wonderful view through the neighborhood. So, and this is it. This will wrap it up, this first part of this building. I hope you enjoy it. I want to say thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to leave a like, to subscribe, to leave a comment with your thoughts about this building, and I will see you all in the next one.